Hello and welcome in everybody here to another edition of Westside Pirate Basketball. I am Cody Olsen coming to you live here in Dayton as we get ready for another matchup out here on the hardwood against two very good basketball programs. I am joined, later on I'm going to be joined with Gunnar Bird as part of our I'll be joined with Gunnar Bird as part of our halftime show. But tonight, we've got the Bear Lake Bears and the Westside Pirates going at it on the hardwood, district rivals here tonight. And if it is half as good a game as we had out on the football field and on the gridiron, then we're in for an absolute classic. It should be a really, really good one. So don't go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and thank our wonderful sponsors. Come back to you for our scene set today, brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors here on the Crumble Cookie pregame show. Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. We'll be right back right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and Westside High School Athletics, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. Since 2005, North Stars Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
Welcome in, everybody, here to our Crumble Cookie pregame show on a presentation of Westside Pirate basketball, brought to you by Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team. Bailey Beckstead and his fantastic staff are here to help you find your perfect home. Has been helping out this community in the Franklin County area for a long, long time. Go to the most trusted realtor in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team. It's now time to talk a little bit about these teams as the JV game with 4 minutes left. This game running a little bit long. We're trying to get some stuff done and get our pregame show up ahead of the curve as we get ready for an awesome rivalry game time, an awesome rivalry game here tonight. Let's go ahead and start with the hosting Westside Pirates. Westside comes into this one actually leading District 5 in conference play due to their 2-0 record versus district opponents. However, it does come with a little bit of a caveat. Those 2 wins are against Malad and Soda Springs, the bottom of District 5. So although they are undefeated technically in district play and on top, they are against the lowest 2 teams here. Bear Lake only having played 1 district game so far. So Westside actually sits on top of Aberdeen and Bear Lake in the standings right now. In order to stay on top, you guessed it, they're going to have to win here tonight. Westside comes into this 6-7, trying to get to that 500 mark after starting the beginning of the season. Preseason stuff outside of Wyoming a little bit slow. However, they've won their last 3 of the last. They've won 3 of the last 4 games, and their average margin of victory is 11 points in those wins. They've had 3 one-possession losses on the year as well, so it's got to be interesting to see how this team responds, what they're going to do tonight against a very, very good Bear Lake team. Bear Lake 11-2, 1-0 in conference play. This is a senior-heavy veteran team that you get once in a very blue moon when it comes to basketball in Montpelier. These kids have been together playing basketball since 3rd grade, and it's a very senior-heavy team. I was able to watch them out in Wyoming during the Flaming Gorge Classic, and when you watch this team, they play right. They keep a hold of the basketball. They run the offense very patiently, and they don't put it in harm's way. This is a team that is going to stretch Westside in all facets of the game tonight. If Westside does not come out and play their A game, they are going to be behind very quickly. So it's going to be interesting. Bear Lake giving up 43 points per game defensively, but scoring 55 points per game. So that's the difference in points per game. Westside scoring 47 points per game, but giving up only 46. So they've got a 1-point margin of error in terms of defense and offense. Westside is going to have to play their best game tonight. It's going to be interesting. That has been our North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set today. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street in Preston. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back to you with our we're going to meet with Coach Carlson of Bear Lake for our opposing coaches interview, brought to you by Evergreen Financial. Evergreen Financial helping everybody make the great financial decisions that they need in order to save and be safe in the financial future. Come back to us in just a second here on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry. Driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity, Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
We welcome you in, Bear Lake fans and fans of West Side, to our Evergreen Financial Coaches show prior to the tip-off versus the Bears and Pirates. I'm joined here with head coach Brandon Carlson of the boys basketball program out in Montpelier. Coach, first and foremost, again, thank you so very much for doing this interview. How are you doing? How's January treating you?
As far as basketball, it's been good. I'm sick of pushing snow.
You and me both, right? Me and you both.
Yeah.
Coach, we bring you on to kind of talk a little bit about the Bears and this dynamic between West Side and Bear Lake. It's a fun rivalry. The first question that comes to my mind, and for a lot of people, this year just seems like a special year for Bear Lake when it comes to this boys program. I mean, a very senior-heavy team, a very veteran team. On football in the fall, they were able to cash it in and get a big win, also against West Side in the semifinals, come away with the state championship. Do you think that this Bear Lake team, in terms of your boys basketball program, is special, and why is that?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you've had the success they've had, with football and the last couple of years, like you said, the rivalry between us and West Side, there's been some crazy games. I don't know how many last-second shots over the years there's been in the basketball court that has determined a game, district championship. So, yeah, I mean, this group of guys that we've got this year.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
We welcome you in, Bear Lake fans and fans of West Side, to our Evergreen Financial Coaches show prior to the tip-off versus the do you think that this Bear Lake team, in terms of your boys basketball program, is special, and why is that?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you've had the success they've had, with football and the last couple of years, like you said, the rivalry between us and West Side, there's been some crazy games. I don't know how many last-second shots over the years there's been in the basketball court that has determined a game, district championship. So, yeah, I mean, this group of guys that we've got this year, they're determined. You've seen that in football. I mean, some close games, to beat West Side, with the run they've had in football. So, yeah, this is a special group.
Coach, you mentioned to me before we even started the interview, this is a senior-heavy group. This is a group that's very veteran-like in the way they play basketball, and they've been together for a long time. How long have they been together, and where do you think that chemistry comes from?
Well, of course, they started third, fourth grade. We've chased them all over playing ball. As far as myself, Coach Shaw, we have two boys that are seniors. Brady Shaw and Keaton have played since they were sophomores. Tyler Beersford played a little bit as a sophomore. Tayson Neal played a little bit as a sophomore. But it's just they've got a lot of experience playing varsity ball, so they've seen a lot of situations, been in a lot of tight games, and so on.
Coach, you've been with the Bear Lake program for a really long time, a really, really long time. And I guess this question comes from me, trying to understand what Bear Lake is all about. What have you and your coaching staff done in terms of philosophy? What have you tried to do for the boys in terms of personal development and getting them ready for the real world once high school and basketball is over?
Well, any sport, I feel is going to build character. It's not going to be highs the whole time. You're going to have lows. Your confidence is going to be shaken. Things aren't going to go the way you always want them to. And we talk about this all the time. There's peaks and valleys. You got to get out of the valleys as quick as you can and get it back on top. And it's an emotional game, and life's kind of like that. And if you let it get you down and keep you down, it'll keep you knocked down forever. So you can take a lot from sports and put it towards your everyday life, and that's just kind of what we kind of talk about as far as this is a stepping stone. It's a small part of your life. Let's learn from it. Things aren't going to always go the way you want, whether you win or you lose, but you still got to put one foot in front of the other and move forward.
Coach, we've also talked a little bit about, and I'm sure you're very aware of, this dynamic of Bear Lake and West Side. Basketball rivalry's fun. The football rivalry's fun. In recent memory, the Bears kind of took that overtime game last year in the district title game versus the Pirates. And then West Side comes back in the state playoffs and kind of gets a little bit of revenge. To you, what is it about this West Side Bear Lake rivalry that just makes it so fun?
Competitiveness. Both teams have had some success. And then just the kids, it's all about the kids. The rivalry, the competitiveness, and just the willing to go out and leave it all on the floor every night. Whether it's the football field or the basketball court, they've had some really good battles over the years, and both sides will talk about some of the games that have happened the last probably 3-4 years, for years down the road.
You have really played. You've been around this game of basketball for a long while. You've been with Bear Lake for a while. What have you come to appreciate and learn being up against Coach Brown and West Side for all these years in District 5?
So when I first started coaching, we were 3A, so we were with Snake Marsh and American Falls, and so we still played West Side, played a lot of the 2A schools. Coach Brown's been the head coach a little bit longer than I have. He's a good coach. He's always got his team prepared. He's going to make in-game adjustments, and you got to be ready to go because he's going to try and take your exploit weaknesses and take your strengths away.
Coach Brandon Carlson of the head coach of the boys basketball program at Bear Lake High School. Coach, my last question for you is, a lot of Bear Lake, I'll be honest with you, is garnering a lot of talk. I mean, this team is really fun to watch. I got to see them out in the Flaming Gorge Classic, what they were able to do against some really good programs out there. What is the ceiling truly for this team? What do you feel like they can really accomplish if they're able to put all this stuff together?
Being in this spot before, we went back-to-back in 17 and 18, and the second year, there was still kind of the same hype, and it's like I've told the kids, I'm like, don't feel the outside pressure. Let's take care of what we can control, and that's by coming in every game and leaving it on the floor, playing good defense. Let's execute. To win the state championship, you got to be good. There's no doubt, but you got to have a little bit of luck along the way sometimes. And as far as how far we can go, I think we can go win it all. But there's a lot of other teams out there that are good too that we have to show up night in and night out, and leave it all on the floor.
Well, Coach, we're expecting a battle on the hardwood out in Dayton later on against the Pirates. Is there anything else you want to touch up on before we get ready for that game?
No, should be a good one.
Should be a good one. Head coach Brandon Carlson of the boys basketball program out in Bear Lake. Thanks so much, Coach. Have the best of luck out there.
All right, thank you.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Welcome in, everybody, here to our Crumble Cookie pregame show. It is district rivalry, not rivalry. That happens sometimes. District rivalry week here at Dayton, here at Westside High EL Bud Elwell Sports Complex. It is the Bears and Pirates getting to ship off and take on one another here on the I believe the second district meeting for the Bear Lake Bears. This is the third for the Westside Pirates. We talked a little bit about the scene set before our interview with Coach Carlson of Bear Lake, but let's touch up a little bit about these teams here. The Bear Lake Bears come into this thing 1-0 in conference play, 11-2 overall in wins and losses, and I was able to watch them out in Wyoming, and by golly gee, they look like a team that really knows how to play basketball. Very veteran, a lot of veteran leadership. It is a senior-heavy team. These boys have been playing together since third grade, and this is, when you talk about special teams coming through your program that you get every once in a while, this team right here with Bear Lake is one of those teams. Coach Carlson mentioned in his interview, you have to be lucky, right? You have to have some luck to win a state championship, but you have to be very talented and disciplined as well. And guess what? Talent and disciplined is definitely this Bear Lake team, and now lucky is another thing. We'll have to figure out whether that is something to see later on. This Bear Lake team, 55 points per game offensively, giving up only 43 points per game defensively. For the Westside Pirates, they score 47 points a game and 46 points given up. So that is like the 1 point difference. Not a whole lot of breathing room for Westside, as they've had some wins and some losses on the season that they'd love to get back. The average margin of victory for the Pirates, 11 points in their wins. So they've been able to kind of keep out ahead, get some pretty dominant wins in the early goings of the season. They've had 3 one-possession losses, however, as well. So it's been a little bit interesting for both of these teams. They have been on a crash course to meet each other, and it's taken all the way till mid to late January for these teams to kind of see each other for the first time. And I think we're going to be in for a good one. However, I will preface by saying Westside has got to clean up those turnovers that we saw in the last couple games. Keeping it close against Malad and Soda Springs is not the type of play that is going to get the W here tonight against the Bear Lake Bears. This is a Bears team that will make you pay if you do not hold on to this basketball. And they will play patient offense. They'll get it out there in transition, get some easy buckets. And there is a very small margin of error tonight for the Westside Pirates. They've got to be on their A game to come away with a victory here tonight. So that has been our scene set once again, brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street in Preston. Don't go anywhere. We're about 8 minutes away from tip-off time. We'll talk a little bit more about these teams and what's going on out here in Westside as we get ready for another super heavy week of basketball. The Bears tonight. Tomorrow the girls will be taking on Soda Springs for a very important district game at home. Then Friday the boys will host once again the Aberdeen Tigers, and then on Saturday finally a trip out to Montpelier for the girls to see what's going on. To kind of cherry on top kind of stuff. In terms of the 2A classification, ranked 3rd overall, Bear Lake is receiving 33 points in the top 5 coaches and media poll. According to IdahoSports.com, Melba at 10-0, 4-0 in conference play, undisputed number 1. Ryrie actually gets 1 vote for that number 1 spot. They're 9-1 on the season. Coal Valley Christian 4 and Wendell 5. So that is what we're looking at right now. Firth right behind Bear Lake in terms of the top 25 class in 2A, according to IdahoSports.com. So this is just a really, really good team, and I can't sing the praises of Bear Lake enough. Westside is a scrappy basketball team, and if Westside's able to come out tonight and play the way that they did out in Wyoming and play the way that they did kind of in spurts against Malad, I think they can really come away with a victory here tonight. But what worries me is the little bit of a sloppy play that we saw out in Soda Springs, especially late in that game. That is what's going to come back and haunt this Pirates team tonight if they are not careful. So don't go anywhere. We'll come back to you for the Naylor Insurance Keys of the Game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance, our friends in the insurance game here in downtown Preston. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Welcome back to the Crumble Cookie pregame show. Crumble Cookie bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies, located in multiple locations here in Cache Valley. Let's go ahead and dip into our Naylor Insurance keys of the game today. We talked a little bit about them in the North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set, but I'll touch up on them again. You're going to have to play very disciplined, tough defense tonight if you're the West Side Pirates. This is a Bear Lake squad that will very much go out there and run the patient offense that they run. They'll get you tired, they'll wear you down, and they'll take only the best of shots out here. Don't throw the ball away. We talked about keeping away from those turnovers. That is one of those keys that is really going to be, I feel like, number one out here. Don't throw the ball away when you don't need to. You can't give up extra possessions against this Bear Lake squad. That sits number 3 in the 2A standings overall. The coaches and media poll standings, that is. And another thing, you've got to be a threat from outside the key. You cannot play one-dimensional out here on offense. You have to be a triple threat. You have to be able to sink the 12-foot, the 13-foot, the 15-foot jump shots, and also be a threat beyond the perimeter tonight. If you're one-dimensional, Bear Lake will take that away from you, and you're going to be in some trouble tonight. So West Side's got to cut out for them. They're going to be playing as an underdog tonight. That is no secret. This is a chance for West Side to get a little bit of revenge. If we're talking about football, if we're talking about district, championships back in the spring of 2022, it is now 2023. Maybe perhaps a new leaf for the Pirates to steal some stuff away here from the Bear Lake Bears, who have been hot in their athletic department in the boys program so far. So that is our Naylor Insurance keys of the game. Don't go anywhere. We're 2 minutes away from tip-off. We'll come back to you for our national anthem to bring honor and respect to America. And to top things off, we'll get ready for the Webb Funeral Home starting lineups. Webb Funeral Home providing funeral services at the best quality in Cache Valley and beyond since 1925. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this quick break.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry. Driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity, Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Welcome back here to the conclusion of the Crumble Cookie pregame show. We've just got a few announcements from our PA announcer, and then we'll go ahead and honor America. We'll go ahead, take one more quick break, come back to you with our Webb Funeral Home starting lineups immediately after this on 105.5 KACH.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Westside Pirates. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Cash Wade, Sr., Clifton, Idaho.
Bean Robinson, Jr., Clifton, Idaho.
Brendan Balliff, Jr., Clifton, Idaho.
Dylan Ralph, Sr., Clifton, Idaho.
Owen Nilsson, Sr., Lindrose, Idaho.
Colby Bowles, Sr., Clifton, Idaho.
Eli Brown, Jr., Dayton, Idaho.
Parker Moser, Jr., Clifton, Idaho.
Crusage, sophomore, Dayton, Idaho.
Ivan Campbell, sophomore, Clifton.
Reddick Graves, Jr., Dayton, Idaho.
Lincoln Henderson, Jr., Clifton, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com.
Welcome into the action here. Live camera starting off. It's Cash Wade and Bryson Crane about to tip off on the logo. Ball up in the air and is one. Stolen away by Owen Nielsen. Bryson Crane actually was the one to tip it away towards Bear Lake. Owen Nielsen able to squeeze in there and steal it away from a couple Bears. Westside will start off on offense, going from left to right on your radio dial. Cash Wade looking for the backdoor cut of Colby Bowles on the near side. Skies into the stands in the first turnover of the game. That one on Cash Wade. Here come the Bear Lake Bears, a very good veteran team out here. Shaw thought about the long three from the far side wing, gives it up for Carlson. He'll shoot the three near side, and it squeezes in the front side of the rim, and the Bears starting off hot in the first 30 seconds of this ball game with a big three by Carlson. Here come the Pirates up and underneath. Ralph's hesitation move on the long pass from the top, up and in. Ralph's on the board as well. So it's Ralphs and Carlson starting things off here. Here's the Bears back on offense, working from right to left, sealing off his defender, up and off the glass. That is a name that you probably know very well, no matter what program you're cheering for tonight. That's Tayson Neal. 5-2 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. West side, another fadeaway jumper from Rouse. Push shot on the far side block, no good. Back iron. Crane out in front, and he is fouled and one. Laser beam pass from midcourt, finding the streaking Bryson Crane, and he goes up, skies up into the air, and just kisses it off the glass. Got fouled up on the way as well. And one play. Opportunity coming up here for Crane. Shot is up and off, no good, off to the left side. 7-2 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. It's Crane, Carlson, and Neal scoring for the Bears early on in this one. 2 points given up defensively. Ralphs to get there. Here's Brown launching the long three out and away, tipped out by the Bears, had it in their palms. Another stepping in three, and Brown buries the shot on the far side wing. Not one to shy away, the West Side Pirates not afraid to take those big shots as well. They're going to have to shoot great tonight. The Bears are trying to match them 1 for 1. Bears working from right to left there with their black tops and bottoms, blue accents. Crane, pump fake, gets stripped on the way up, stolen away at Bulls, throwing it way down the line, layup opportunity, and Nielsen hangs in the air and ties the ball game up at 7 apiece. Impressive stuff. Corner three, Carlson misses everything. Here is a foul going up. Crane will give it on Bulls. Bulls tries to argue with the official that, I got all ball on that one. And whether he did or didn't, it looked like he might have bumped with the body after the fact. So Bryson Crane up to the line for the second time tonight early in this one. First quarter brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Crane misses the first shot, and he goes 0 for 2 at the charity stripe to start things off here. And we, in the first minute and 10 seconds, have 14 points in total between these two teams. They are not afraid to take some shots here. This for the lead. Crane at the line. Blue shoes, blue tops, and he goes 0 for 3. Missing it off to the left side again. Ivan Campbell checking into the ballgame. Here's on the far side wing. Brown stops, holds on to the dribble, gives it up to the top for Bulls. Inside feed. Ralphs goes up, lost the basketball, but got hit with the body. That's Neal with the foul coming up. The first team foul coming up for the Bears. Pirates tonight in their all whites, maroon accents. It looks like yin and yang out there, black and white. Missing the first shot, no good. Is Dylan Ralphs. Already has 2 points to his name, trying to look for that third point here, and he goes short off the front of the rim, 0 for 2. Cleaned off the boards by Beresford. He streaks down across the timeline, gives off to the right side for Shaw, crossing over into the lane, keeping the ball right into the breadbasket like a running back. Soft touch off the glass, and Bear Lake's up again, 9-7. West side across the timeline in front of the media table. Ivan Campbell up and underneath. Has to kick it out, pull it out. Left all alone. Here's Brown, far side, wing three. Got fouled probably and made the three-pointer. Here's West side out in front. Eli Brown with 6 big points to start things off here. He got hit on the arm, fell down onto the ground. No call by our officials. Here's Shaw on the far side wing, driving in against Ralphs, giving it up to the top for Carlson. Has some space. Red Sea opens up, lost the basketball, put it up against the glass, got his own rebound, and missed the putback shot. Brown, here's to Bull on the Bulls to the near side. Ralphs diving into the lane, gets fouled on the way up, and he has a chance at redemption going to the line. Dylan Ralphs, one of those key contributors to this team, a senior that comes in, adds a little bit more experience to a very inexperienced West Side squad on the year. This Ralphs comes into this thing, he plays like a football player. And, both of these teams digging deep into the football pipeline to play basketball. And it looks like the Bears and the Pirates almost have 75% of their makeup of the roster football players, and these kids know each other very well. Ralphs goes 50%, hits the last free throw. Here's Shaw and Beresford. Give it up to Neal inside the half circle. Out on the left wing, Neal to Carlson. And the Bears are going to go ahead and play back and forth. Patient offense. This is what you're going to see tonight from the Bears. They're not going to rush their shots. They will only take what they want. Here's the long three from Shaw. Back iron, no good. Ball tipped up in the air. Bulls comes down with it defensively on the rebound. Weaving in and out of defenders. Brown on the far side wing. He'll take the shot, rolls in and out. Tipped, and Campbell grabs the basketball, but he was standing out the baseline. Good look from Brown, who is hot from that side of the perimeter, going 2 for 2. Shaw down the line, Crane near side, out. Pumping once, Beresford lost the basketball, has to collect it again beyond the perimeter. Carlson weaving in front of defenders, trying to free some space up for his teammate, and he'll grab it out at the top of the arc. Go one-on-one against Ralph. Crossing over, tipping it out for Neal. Left elbow, chest pass to the far side. Here's Bear Lake thinking about it. Long three from Beresford. That one is off. And Bear Lake hasn't been able to get the 3-ball to fall. They've been taking some long shots. Here's Westside in transition, lost the basketball, and it is saved. Great defense by Neal to strip it away from the sophomore Campbell here on the near side corner. Carlson into the lane, goes up and will be fouled before the shot. Made the layup, but it will not count. Cruz Sage and Reddick Graves set to check into the ball game immediately after this, and there might be some rapid, quick substitutions for Westside tonight. Don't want to have your, starting players in foul trouble, and this is a very deep bench for Westside. They're very comfortable going way down deep into the bench to see who wants to play. Lob up to the top of the rim. Crane brings it back down, didn't have a clean look at it, and has it back out on the left side wing. This is Wallentine against Graves, kicking out to the far side wing. Neal stepping into the sideways 3. That is no good. Campbell and Wallentine come up and grab it simultaneously. That is a jump ball, staying with the Bears underneath the basket offensively. Bear Lake, is going to exhibit a lot of penetration, driving kicks around the perimeter, and it will get the defense confused on occasion. Once the 3-ball falls for Bear Lake, it is very hard to defend this team. They'll have you all over the court. But right now, Westside doing a very good job of rebounding and not giving up second chances. Neal kicking out for Wallentine. Tallest player out onto the court. Beresford stepping into the 3. Back iron, high rebound, tipped up and grabbed by Bear Lake offensively. Can't give up second chance points. Pump fake gets Ivan Campbell up in the air. Floater, no good on the drive. And the foul by Neal, trying to steal that one away from Robinson. And Westside incredibly excited and pumped to be out here to play some basketball. They've got everything to gain in this game tonight. Bear Lake coming in as the favorites, according to IdahoSports.com. And it is a full crowd out here tonight. Very fun to be here. 2:32 left. Campbell on the kick and drive, and the layup is good. We'll fix our scoreboard camera on the next break. 2:25 left in the first quarter. And Ivan Campbell gets out onto the board. Beresford pumps once to the left, goes up, foul, and offensive is the late offensive foul call. Looked like it was going to be actually a continuation. And believe it or not, I'm a little bit confused on the call. And our referee said that it was an offensive foul, but now everybody's lining up at the line. And I'm a little bit confused. But nonetheless, they're going to change it. The bucket is good, and the foul shot's coming up by Beresford. He hits it, the three-point play. Very confused on that call. I don't know if our referee kind of got the calls mixed up or something like that. Stolen away, Beresford pit-pocketing Cruz Sage. He'll go up with a left-hand layup, and just like that, Bear Lake goes out in front. 7 points for Beresford in the first quarter with under 2 minutes left. Brought to you by Northern Title. Campbell on the near side wing, leaving his feet up into the air, gives it off for Bean Robinson on the left side. Sage, bounce pass inside. Campbell tries to square up against his defender, got it pit-pocketed and stolen away. Bear Lake out in front by 1 and with the basketball. Carlson pitching it back to Neal for Carlson on the right side, driving into the lane. Layup attempt, no good, tipped high up in the air. Sage has to hold on to it, and it's taken away once again. Robinson now gets the offensive foul call, and that is probably what we're going to see. Bean Robinson gets the offensive foul, stood his ground, and kind of got bowled over, saves the possession, and was going to be 2 easy points for Bear Lake. Brown will check in for Robinson as we get a little bit of a looky and see what's going on here. Sage up to the top for Nielsen. Graves, pass tipped and will bounce off of the cymbals on our drum set on the far right side of the court and our west side pep band. 1:18 left, Bear Lake up by 1 point off of a couple turnovers that we talked a little bit about it being our keys to the game. Got to be careful with those. Sage Kicking it back out for Brown. Graves had his palms on it, kind of messed up the flow of what I believe Sage was trying to do. Here's Nielsen into Graves at the free throw line, outside in. Ball tipped up, Nielsen saves it with the body, goes up with the Euro step reversal, no good. Graves offensive rebound, he throws that one up. Ball tipped up in the air once again. Here's the mid-range jumper by Nielsen, no good. Sage comes up with it, ball again tipped up in the air, and Bear Lake gets it. Finally, Westside will grab onto the back of Bryson Crane and stop the fast break opportunity on the arm. We're going to be taking it from the far side of the court. What a series of events that was. In comes Bowles, out comes Sage. Impressive stuff that we've seen so far here. Bear Lake up 14-13 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. 42 seconds remain. We'll fix our scoreboard camera as soon as we possibly can. Here's Crane on the near side elbow, faking the handoff, floating down towards the baseline, gives it up for Carlson at the top. Another pump fake almost had Campbell up in the air. Here's the crossover drive on the right side. Kick out, picked up at the knees. Back up to the top, Crane focusing, driving in, lost the basketball, and a hold on the arm. Nielsen wanted to go the other way. Close, but I think that's the right call. A little tip on the arm right there. And back to the line goes Crane. He's 0 for 3 so far in this ball game. Makes the first one. And the second off the back iron, no good. Bowles cleans it up. Here they go the opposite way. 16 seconds left. Campbell up to the top for Bowles. Has some space. Free throw jumper is good. Rattles in, and we got a tie ball game. 15 apiece. 4 seconds, ball lost in the key. Bear Lake loses it. 1 second, Campbell lofts it way up in the air. Couldn't have got it out at the half-court line. And we're going into the break, tied at 15 apiece. What an incredible ball game we've seen so far. Some turnovers by Westside has led to some points for Bear Lake, but Bear Lake hasn't been shooting the lights out so far in this one. It's been interesting, absolutely. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, come back to you in 30 seconds right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Welcome back here to the start of our second quarter today. Westside and Bear Lake tied up at 15 apiece. It's been a fun one so far, and everybody's getting into it. Here come the Pirates starting off the action here in the second quarter. Working around the horn clockwise. Robinson to Brown, and up through the middle is Bowles. Looking over to the sideline for Coach Brown, looking for the offense that they need. Here's Rouse on the far side, down into the corner for Brown. No hesitation, jumping three, no good. And Crane comes down with it, splits the defense, outlets it here to the near side for Lloyd. Back up for Shaw. Lloyd all alone for three. He'll take the left-handed shot on the perimeter, no good. Bowles screaming in there, tips it away from Wallentine, who has a little bit of an advantage, absolutely, being the tallest one out onto the court. Wallentine, Ridge Wallentine, number 32. It looks like Wallentine's not out there, excuse me. Looked like it was. Wallentine, though, 6'8", so definitely has a little bit of room to, has a little bit of an advantage out there. Here's the dribble handoff and kick and penetration offense that we've talked a little bit about. This is Crane against Wade. Wallentine, or Crane for three, no good, rimming in and out. I'm mixing up Crane and Wallentine, excuse me. West side coming the opposite way. Here's Brown. Back up at the top for Bowles. He'll take the three-point shot. That's off the back iron. No good. And it looks like Cash Wade pushed off to get that defensive or rather offensive rebound. Nope. Looks like they're pointing it the other way. Our officials are a little excited as well tonight. They don't know which way to point or what the calls are. Looks like the Bears will get that call. Bowles lobbing it way up and over towards the half-court line from the baseline, gives it up for Brown, and now Bowles will go ahead and run the offense. Working into the half-court. Brown at the top with the chest pass out of the far side wing extended. Robinson for three. Long. That one had a lot of muscle on it. Luckily saved by Bowles. Into the key, outwards. Bowles on the wing. Here's Rouse finding Wade underneath. Couldn't hold on to the basketball, and it's bounced off the knee of Carlson and out the back line. 6:33 remaining here in the second quarter before halftime. No score quite yet. Bowles to the far side. Bean penetrating across the key. Floater right side, no good. Crane lost it, outletted it. Far side layup missed by Shaw. And Bear Lake has not been able to make their shots and make West Side pay so far. This is a real opportunity for the Pirates to come away with some points here. Brown saves it after the deflection on the far sideline. Runs the baseline, comes in. Here's Wade, out to Brown, up to the top. Robinson, open look for Bowles, and it's tipped. Great defense by Shaw, working down the line. This is Neal out into the far corner. Bear Lake once again will stop, take a breather, drive, and kick into the near side corner. Pump fake gets the west side up in the air. Now on the far side, another pump fake. Neal stepping into the jumper is good. That's quality basketball. That's patient basketball, and that's what Bear Lake can do to you if they can start making some shots. 17-15 Bears on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Start of the second quarter. Here's the floater, just a little bit short from Robinson. Settled into the soft spot of the defense there. Crane sealing off his defender right inside the key, and now Bear Lake goes up 19-15. Neal and Crane, 4 points on a 4-0 run to start this second quarter. West Side trying to look for some answers. Robinson back up to the top for Bowles. Here's Rouse at the mid post. That one bounces once off the back iron, won't fall. A little bit of a cold streak now for West Side in the last couple minutes in this second quarter. Lloyd up for Carlson, sets his feet, launches, and hits the three ball from about 1.5 feet beyond the perimeter. And the timeout taken by Coach Brown. Bear Lake explodes for 7 points on a 7-0 run. We'll take it as well. Come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
Welcome back to the start of our second quarter. A 7-0 run for the Bears off of the big three capped off by Keaton Carlson, the senior. And he kind of just set his feet, saw that nobody was going to really come out to him about 1.5 feet beyond the perimeter straight away. Launched and nailed it. And now Bear Lake up by 7 with 4:44 left here before halftime. West Side needing an answer right now, trying to set up a good look offensively to get some points here. It's going to come off of Robinson. This is way down the baseline. A little bit of a shot that I don't think that Coach Brown wanted. Goes off the high iron, and Bear Lake takes it the opposite way. Neal on the far side. Up for Carlson again. Pump fake. Hesitation move down the baseline, spinning and stepped on the line. Good defense by West Side. As Ivan Campbell's going to come to the ballgame, so too will Owen Nielsen. Rouse and Brown will take a seat on the bench. We might see them coming in right before halftime. You know, Coach Brown going into his 17th year at the helm of the Westside Boys program, has coached a long time against Coach Brandon Carlson. These two know each other very well, very good friends, have great respect for each other. And right now, it's the Bears out in front making some big shots. Wade to the near corner, Bowles beyond the perimeter, pumping, driving, floating up, and left that one just a tad short was Nielsen. A little bit of an offensive drought. Westside cannot buy a bucket right now. Carlson into the key, kicking back out for Neal, near side wing. And Shaw crosses over, hands it right to Bowles. It's tipped up in the air. Here's Cash Wade on the 2-on-2 fast break. Goes to Bowles, far side for Nielsen. Can they finish off this attempt? It's a fadeaway shot by Colby Bowles, and it finally goes in. That stops the streak of a 7-0 run for the Bears and cuts it back to 4. Cash Wade almost walked with the basketball. Garbett gives it up for Beresford. He steps into the 3, and that is a huge shot from Beresford. Bowles makes the 2, and then Beresford comes right back to make that three-pointer in the face of the defense. 25-17 for the Bears. 3 minutes remaining before halftime. Here's Robinson. Campbell, good movement by Westside, and the and one. That is perfect triangle defense working the near side of the court. It went Bowles to Robinson, quickly on the block. Up for Campbell, went up strong, got hit on the arm, and now now he'll strut up to the line for bonus points. Trying to match that big three-pointer. Ivan Campbell with a three-point play opportunity. Ball put right into the gut of Campbell. He'll take 2 dribbles, make that 3, take his time, spin in the left hand, shot is up, and it's the back iron, no good. Crane easily takes it off the glass and goes across the timeline from right to left. Beresford working up against Nielsen. 2-3 zone implemented by Westside. Here's that dribble handoff. This is meant to get Westside tired, to work them down and try and get a better shot here on the kick and penetration drive. Staple offense of Coach Carlson. Beresford pumping once, tipping it down to the near side corner. Neal back to Beresford. Westside holding their ground well. Here's Crane for 3. Off to the right side, no good. Ralphs skies up, palms it with both hands and gives it back to Westside. This is a chance for points and a little bit of a run. Brown left alone for 3. Stepping into it is good. Eli Brown answers the call for Westside, makes it close. We're down to a 1-possession lead for Bear Lake. Lloyd and Beresford play hot potato across half court and give it down into the corners for Garbett. Driving in, Beresford, hesitation, and 1. Circus layup by Tyler Beresford. Ralphs reached in, got him on the side of the cheek as he drove in, flipped it up, hit nothing but net. And that is just a tip of the cap impressive for Beresford. Second one on Ralphs, and they're going to keep him in the ball game with 1:49 left before halftime. Another 5-point quarter for Beresford, looking for his 6th point. He's been on a tear so far for Bear Lake. Missing the free throw, but Crane comes away with it. Here's Lloyd at the very top of the arc, and Bear Lake is going to actually get another chance at this as Westside was coming back after some big shots by Brown. Got to be careful if you're Ralphs. You're working with 2 fouls, don't want your 3rd. Beresford driving in right into the arms of Brown and a travel. Beresford worked hard to try and keep that away from the defense of Westside, and it probably was one of those 50-50 calls. He did kind of walk with the basketball, but Westside was reaching in, kind of being aggressive, and I could see both parties in what they were trying to do. 27-22. Here's Bowles at the very top working the half circle. He'll work out to his left side. This is it's like a hybrid 1-3-1 type of defense by Bear Lake, trying to trap those corners. Westside's handled it pretty well. Spinning into the lane, hesitation move by Campbell, and the foul. Ivan Campbell, and you can't help but just be like, wow, there's not a lot of sophomores at the 2A level in Idaho that can make that quick spin move, pump once and get that defender up in the air, knowing that he's going to get that foul the second time. Gets fouled, and he's got 2 shots at the line. Makes the first. Campbell with 5 points in the ball game. Crusade set to check in at the next dead ball if Campbell makes this one, and he cannot. Hit every part of the rim. Beresford, defensive rebound. Takes him by his lonesome across the line, goes in on the bounce pass, and it will be a kick ball on West Side, sticking their feet in the passing lane. Beresford drove right into the top of the key, hesitated, went for the bounce pass to Crane on his right side on the block, and it's kicked out of bounds. Robinson comes in for Brown. West Side down by 4 with 56 seconds left. Bear Lake has it on the near side of the basket, working their offense. Neal patiently throws it way up over to the near side in front of the media table. Beresford on the one-on-one versus Nielsen. Crossover to the left, handoff to Neal. And West Side taking their time. Wallentine now in the ball game. Beresford. Dribble handoff to Lloyd, back up for Neal, driving inwards, left Wallentine all alone. Fadeaway shot off the glass on the block is good. 29-23, 30 seconds left before halftime. Sage will give it to Robinson here. And I think if you're West Side, you want to hold on to this basketball, play for the half. Robinson holding on to it right in front of the bench of Bear Lake. They want the last shot, and I think that's the right call here. Got to come up with something good. Robinson here in near side wing. Nielsen back to Robinson's. Got to float up the shot at the buzzer. No good. Campbell hits the floor, gets picked up off, and that is a fun first half. If you're watching here on mylocalradio.com or listening on 105.5 KACH. Incredible stuff. West Side throwing some haymakers, really giving Bear Lake a great look. At Bear Lake, making some tough shots, although they weren't quite falling as much as they wanted to in the first half. Each team kind of being pretty consistent with the basketball. We're going into halftime. Bear Lake leads 29-23. Going into half, don't go anywhere. We'll go ahead and bring you our halftime show brought to you by Level 10 Life. We'll bring in Gunnar Bird, and he'll talk to us a little bit out here on 105.5 KACH. Don't go anywhere on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Basketball on mylocalradio.com.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
We welcome you in here to the halftime show today, brought to you by Level 10 Life. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life are here to help you achieve your next level in life, whether you're stuck in a rut, whether you're needing a career change, maybe you're just needing some motivation. The life coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you achieve that vision and to help you move forward in your life and find some happiness within yourself. So we're going to go into the halftime show now, and I'm joined here with Gunner Bird. Gunner, first time you're joining us here on 105.5. How's it going, my guy?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
This has been a really good game.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me a little bit, Gunner, what you've seen so far out there. What do you think Westside has done well tonight in this first half?
I believe kind of their defense and pretty much everything along the lines from that.
Westside's done some really good things. And Gunner, I have to introduce you. Gunner, you are a freshman, right? You're a sophomore.
No.
Junior.
I'm in 8th grade. You're
in 8th grade. Dang. Gunner in 8th grade here, but you're a big supporter of Westside. You're in the pep band, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've taken some good time to be here with us at the halftime show to tell us a little bit about what you've seen so far out of this team. How did you get started in pep band, Gunner?
I got into trumpet actually in the summer. I was taught trumpet and I love it, so that's what I'm doing.
There you go. And you've really been excited to be a part of the sports broadcast portion of things. When we first met at the beginning of the fall time, you said, I got to be a part of this. I want to do this. Why is sports broadcasting so interesting to you, Gunner?
I just see people do it. I'm like, that's kind of what I want to be a part of.
There you go.
Especially I get to see the games too. So
it is really exciting. Gunner, shout out to you especially for being the type of person to come out here and say, hey, let me talk a little bit and to put it on. So it's really exciting. Gunner, we talked a little bit about Westside. Let's talk about Bear Lake. Bear Lake came out. We're tied in the end of the first quarter, but then they start coming out. They go on a 7-0 run to kind of start off the second quarter. What do you think Bear Lake had done really well, and why are they up by 29, a score of 29-23?
Well, I think Bear Lake has done really good with their offense.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense is pretty sturdy.
Yep, absolutely. One thing that I've noticed, Gunner, is that Bear Lake will run the handoff action at the top of the arc. So they're going to wear down the defensive west side and just work on the penetration kick out. They've been having some good looks, haven't been shooting lights out, but they've made enough threes to be out in front of west side at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Gunner, before we take a quick break and go into our Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency stats portion of the halftime show, what is something that Westside can do coming out into the second half that will help them even up the score and maybe take a little bit of a point lead here?
Just come out and play a heck of a good defense and just kick some butt.
There you go. I love it. Gunner, you say it exactly how it needs to be, right? Bear Lake, a great program. Westside giving them a great run for their money, and Westside's looking really good tonight as well. Let's go ahead, take a quick break, come back to you for our stats portion of the halftime show, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. That's Brittany and Braden Smith, fantastic people, great agents, helping you protect the things which matter most in your life. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a second here on 105.5 KACH.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Welcome back to the halftime show today. Our halftime show brought to you by the trained professionals at Level 10 Life. Level 10 Life, here to help you achieve your next level in life. Find them at level10lifecoach.com. Gunner, we're going to go ahead and dip into the Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency stat portion of the halftime show. Eli Brown, some big three-pointers in this first half. He has 9 points currently as we sit. Colby Bowles, the senior, with 4 points. Owen Nielsen with 2. Ivan Campbell with 5. And Dylan Ralphs with 3. For the Bear Lake Bears, it's Tyler Beresford who's been really cooking and shooting some big shots, playing some big boy basketball. He leads all scores with 12. Tayson Neal with 4. Bryson Crane with 5. Keaton Carlson with 6. And Ridge Walentine with 2. So with that, we're going to go ahead and dip into our third quarter now. And I'll bring in our special guest, Gunner Bird. Gunner, thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. You're going to be joining us here for the third quarter, giving us a little bit of color commentary. So we're excited to have you. Thanks, Gunner.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You talked a little bit about the defense of Westside, Gunner, and why that is important. Can you explain a little bit more why defense is so important for Westside right now in order to get back into this game?
When you're playing defense, you want a wall. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily a wall, but you want to keep that ball farthest away from the hoop, and if they penetrate and get through that wall, you want to lock them into a cage, kind of.
That's right. Good stuff. And Westside's going to have to do that. They come out and do a 2-3 defense here. Bear Lake starts off with the basketball. Shaw will give it to Crane. Far side, Neal pumps the 3 down into the corner. Shaw working the rotation. Beresford thought about that 3, gives it up on the bounce pass and back up at the top on the reset for the Bears. They're now working from left to right on your radio dial. Neal gets the hot potato, gives it to Shaw on the near side. Bounce pass inwards, tipped away by Westside. Here's the steal, and here comes the Pirates in the transition. Neal caught up into that defensive wall that you were talking about. Here's Brown. A couple of the Westside players get up off the bench thinking that he was going to pull that 3 ball. Now he shoots it, and it's off to the right. No good. Offensive rebound. Wade grabs it, and he will get fouled on that rebound. Good job, right, Gunner, to go up and get that offensive rebound by Wade, right?
Yes, that is a really good. That's what we're looking for.
That's what Westside's going to need in order to get second chances in case that first shot doesn't fall. Here's Ralphs giving it up, and it is rejected by Crane, skying up into the air. Westside giving up the 3-on-1 fast break, and the alley-oop is cashed in by Neal. That was incredible stuff. Here's Neal Sen giving it to Ralphs, and he turns it away, gets the and one shot and the foul. That was impressive there, Gunner. What did you see?
Same thing down here!
The shot went up, and it went, and it sunk, but there was a foul involved, so we get, I think it's 2.
One more extra shot. Yep.
One more extra shot.
Ralphs puts up that shot, bounces off the front back and in, and that is some good stuff by Westside to answer immediately, going the opposite way. Ralphs with the 3-point play opportunity here in the third. Here's Shaw going on the top of the elbows, pitches it back for Carlson. He loads up and launches the three, misses it, and it's an easy rebound by Cash Wade, all alone, grabbing it. Crossover behind the back. Bowles here to Brown. He steps up, down the baseline. Can't find anybody, throws it up and away. Colby Bowles just has to grab that, and it's going to be a backcourt violation on the Pirates. I think that's Brown sitting down on the baseline, just kind of panicked a little bit and threw it out and away, and it's going to be a turnover on West Side.
Yeah, you got to, when you're on the court, you don't panic. That's one thing you don't do that.
You got to be careful with the basketball. That's a very big key for West Side tonight. Down the baseline on the inbound. Beresford almost lost the ball, and now it's a tip-up and a scramble for it. Bear Lake comes away with it and is tipped twice by West Side and out the baseline into the padding. Currently, as we sit on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard, Bear Lake is up 31-26 at arm's distance away from the Pirates right now. Here's Neal looking for the inbound near side. Gives it up to the top of the arc. Shaw up and underneath, and it is a blocking foul. That's a good thought there by Dylan Ralphs, but he just kind of shuffled his feet, didn't establish himself, Gunner, and that's a foul. So here comes two shots from Neal, or excuse me, from Shaw as he comes up to the line. First one, launching is good, hitting the bottom of the net. And that's the first points of the night for Brady Shaw. Bryson Crane's going to come out. Substitution, in comes Wallentyne. As they might try and give Crane a little bit of a breather to come out as he wants to bury West Side. Might be the plan by Coach Carlson. Going 2 for 2 from the line is Brady Shaw. So this is an important possession, Gunner. West Side's got to come out and get some points here. They're down by a few possessions here. 33-26 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Turning right around off of the screen on the baseline and into the mid post is Nielsen, and he'll get fouled. What'd you see out there, Gunner?
What I saw was when they were coming out, when Bear Lake had the ball, they were coming down the West Side. They had okay defense on that one, but one guy didn't establish his ground.
Yep.
They have a bunch to work on.
Yep.
I mean, we can all learn every day.
I know, right? Nielsen misses the first one. Here's the second one. Short on the first, long on the second. Comes in and steals the own ball away. Here's the pitch back on the jumper. No good by Wade. Has a golden opportunity to come away with the points. Those are hustle opportunities by the senior Nielsen. Here's Carlson for three, and that hits off the back iron and in. 10-point lead for Bear Lake. Keaton Carlson comes up with the big shot, and we'll take a timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road, the women's boutique store here in downtown Preston. Don't go to Logan, don't go to Pocatello, go to Magnolia Road. Cutest tops, bottoms, boots, and sweaters. We'll be back right after this.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Back into the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Bear Lake comes out of the half and is now on an 8-3 against the Pirates. After the big three-pointer by Keaton Carlson, he does it a lot. Will continue to do so here down in the corner. Brown trying to match, looks short and is high off the back of the backboard. It dances out there, and it will go to the Bear Lake Bears. It was a good look, but it looked like it just not enough legs underneath that one on that shot, Gunner. Here's Shaw on the inbound on the far sideline, giving it back here to Beresford. The 1-2-2 trap look by West Side. Bear Lake is able to break it, get back into position. Here's Beresford on the near side wing, traveling inwards on the kick out, beyond the perimeter. Jabbing in is Shaw, and he takes a quick breather, and again will take a kind of a gander and a look out. Set up the offense once again. 2-3 zone by West Side. They haven't deviated from it. Here's the pitch back for Neal, and that is long off the back iron. rolls over the top of the backboard, and West Side will take it. 10-point lead right now for the Bear Lake Bears on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Just under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Here comes Colby Bowles on the right side on the angles to Campbell. Goes into the body, and it's easily stolen away. Beresford up and stripped. Good stuff by Owen Nielsen to strip that ball out and away. Saved the points. Gave up a lot of physical play on that one. Bear Lake's going to retain it underneath the basket. Neal, screened by Wallentine, seals off his defender, goes up for Carlson on the near side corner. Now Shaw at the top of the arc, jabbing once to his right. Carlson, left side of the key, gives a little screen, and here comes the patented dribble drive handoffs. Clearing up some space here. Here's Shaw for three. That's off the back iron. Goes right into the arms of Beresford, believe it or not. And the push shot, no good. Wallentine had another opportunity, can't get it to go. West Side has to get some points here. Bowles, near side for Brown. Pumping once down the baseline, lobs it out on the cross-court pass to the far. West Side, gotta be careful. Campbell on the laser beam pass from Bowles across the key.
Half off all hot food.
And it looks like Carlson's going to be the one to give up that foul. Substitution, in comes Lloyd and Crane in favor of Shaw and Carlson. Got to get some points here, Gunner, in order to get back into this ball game. Good defense by Bear Lake. Here's the corner three by Robinson, and it is short. Tipped up. Got to grab it. Someone's got to get it. Bowles tumbles down onto the floor. Bear Lake comes away with it. Surefire. Here's Lloyd all alone on the left side wing, and that won't go. Wallentine uses his frame to sky up to get the offensive rebound. Bear Lake back again on offense. Neal on the one-on-one at the top of the arc, and will give it off to his right side. Bear Lake working offensively, wearing down the Pirates, trying to get something to go. Lloyd into the key, bounce pass to Wallentine. Out for three, Beresford, no, won't go. Wallentine out rebounded by Robinson. Had to get picked up off the shoelaces of Bowles, and he'll take it. Robinson on the wing, dribbling right into the key. Floater high off the glass, won't go. Here's Crane, out in some space. Outside for Neal, he'll take the three, and that is good. Hard to watch as the turnover on the opposite end. A little bit of a lazy pass by Brown, and the wheels starting to come off for West Side right now. Bear Lake exerting their will. Blocked. Who's it going to be on here? It's going to be a foul. Going to be a foul. Third one on Cash Wade. It looks like they're giving it. And it looked like Wade kind of gave it with the body after the fact. So Bryson Crane up at the line, and he knocks down the first free throw. And now Bear Lake hitting that 40-point mark. West Side only able to get 3 points this entire quarter so far. We're now under 3 minutes left in the third. It has been a very big run, Gunner, by Bear Lake. Really quickly, Gunner, what is Bear Lake doing well?
They're shooting and layups. West Side is not boxing out when the shot goes up.
Bear Lake's had a couple second chance opportunities. It's 41-26 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Here's Nielsen on the far side wing, inside for Campbell, and he pitches it out, and it's stolen away. Here's the layup opportunity. Shaw and one. Fouled by Nielsen, and all things coming up Bear Lake right now. 43-26. Brady Shaw with his fourth point and a chance for 5. Things a lot closer at halftime. It was only a 6-point difference, and now it has ballooned way out to 18 for the Bear Lake Bears. And the timeout taken by Coach Brown. We've got a lot to talk about. 2:31 left in the third quarter. on the timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road, the women's boutique store here in downtown Preston. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this on 105.5 KACH.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Welcome back to the third quarter. A big run by Bear Lake and the inbound on the baseline. Here's Westside coming out. Gunner, before Westside crosses the half court as they get into it now, what is one thing that Westside can do to try and get back into this thing and make it a little bit closer?
Box out and play well.
There you go. Boxing out, a very big one. Here's the long 3 by Robinson. And that is, we didn't talk about threes, but that definitely helps. Absolutely. Robinson able to grab that. Shaw to Wallenstein on the left wing, down into the far corner. Cross-court pass. Shaw for 3 on the answer is good. So anything that Westside conjures up, Bear Lake just answers immediately. Here's the 3, in and out, no good. Ralphs comes up with the offensive rebound, goes right into the key, goes up against Wallenstein. Great defense. Campbell now right up into the body. Kind of flowing into Campbell on the left side block, and it looked like there was a lid on the basket on a couple times for that one. 47-29, Ivan Campbell, the sophomore, is going to go to the line. Actually, they're going to say it was before the shot. Crusade will take it near side of the basket. 1:40 remaining in the third. Down to the far corner. Nielsen skies up with one hand to try and grab it. Bounce pass on the elbow. Campbell out to Robinson. He'll take the 3. It's good. Robinson getting something going here for Westside. A little bit of a look here. Cuts it down to 47-32. Bear Lake out on top. Taking their time. Working their offense now way beyond the perimeter. 1:10 now left in the third. Lloyd up and underneath. Crane spinning off into the key, up and under move, and he walked with it. Both referees call it at the exact same time, and Crane tried to work with that up and under move, but held onto the basketball just a tad too long, shuffled his feet on the back down. Now under 1 minute remaining. Here comes Crusade on the left-hand dribble. Passes over the top of Shaw. And they're trying to set up their offense now. Screen up at the elbow. Fadeaway 3 way off. Owen Nielsen probably going to want that one back. Got to set your feet up first. He was falling away off balance. Not a bad area. An open look, but didn't set your feet in time in order to get that one up. 40 seconds here. Westside again working the 1-2-2 trap. Shaw and Lloyd going back and forth. This is Garbett inside. Neal fumbled the pass attempt in the corner, almost thought about taking it, gives it up for Lloyd. Shaw, counterclockwise. Westside holding out defensively. Bear Lake pulling it way out to the half-court line. They're going to work for their last shot of the third quarter. Here's Shaw on the left elbow. Carlson fakes it once, holding it, gives it up for Neal. 3 seconds left. Back for Carlson. Floater off balance, didn't really have a chance. Kind of looked the same way that Owen Nielsen's shot did. And after the end of the third quarter, it's Bear Lake ballooning out their lead, 47-32. Gunnar Bird joining us in our third quarter. Gunnar, thanks for being on. I really appreciate it, Gunnar.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to shout out? Anybody, mom or dad or anybody like that?
I don't know if my dad's listening, but What's up?
But what's up? There you go. Gunner Bird, a special shout out and thank you. We'll take the timeout, come back to you, and bring you back our fourth quarter action brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Welcome to the start of our fourth quarter today, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho. That's world-class jerky, small town USA. Westside with one possession and a turnover off of the steal in the key. Dylan Rouse just late looking inside for Cash Wade, and now after the defensive rebound, Westside back up again. Bowles poked out from behind. Shaw on the one-on-one layup is good, and one foul. A little bit of a frustration, type of expression boiling over for Westside as Bear Lake has been moving the ball very efficiently beyond the perimeter. Good passing has been the name of the game, really, for Bear Lake in this one. Up to a 17-point lead. Shaw kind of blowing up here in the second half. Makes the three-point play, and with that, has got 10 points in the ball game after being held scoreless in the first half. So, when I was able to watch both Bear Lake and Westside out in Wyoming, I felt like both teams have played their best basketball, and it was really going to come down to who's going to play their best basketball tonight. And, turnovers have been a little bit of a story here for Westside. Just a couple missed shots. Bear Lake has kind of capitalized a little bit more, and that's been the story so far. Beresford, penetration drive, far side, now near. Neal launches long and missed that one by about 2 feet on the left side. Brown the opposite way. He'll step into the three ball, and that one will be short as well. Beresford falling down onto the ground. Bear Lake able to get it out of their own back court. This is Carlson floating it up right in the middle of the key. Dances around, no good. Westside's got to be careful. Brown dribbling down the baseline, double teamed, lobs it up to the top of the key for Bowles. Bowles pass to the right side, and the foul. Rouse gets it to go. That's a great pass by Colby Bowles, just showing how good of a passer and facilitator Bowles is. Rouse, a great finisher. That was threading the needle in between the hands of the front court of Bear Lake. Here's Rouse. Shot to make it 15, won't go, off the back iron. Defensive rebound by Crane. He'll give it up for Carlson. And I'm not a lip reader, but I believe Coach Carlson talking a little bit in the fourth quarter, third quarter huddle, wanted to say, okay, now we want to be very patient, make great passes here. Inlet pass and a foul on Westside on the back of Crane, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well, come back to you in just a second. Bear Lake leads 49-50 to 34 here on the Westside, on a Westside basketball presentation brought to you by Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team on 105.5 KACH.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Here comes the inbound by Neal underneath the basket, working the half-court offense. He'll find Carlson in the near side corner. Triple threat move and a dribble up to the top of the arc, and West Side got to settle down. They're going to go look into. They've switched up their offense, or rather their defense a little bit. It's now more of a man look. Lloyd driving inwards and a foul, reaching in. Going to be on Bowles. He'll get picked up by our referee and Graves. That's going to be the second one on Bowles. 2 quick fouls by the senior point guard. Each team with 6 team fouls, 1 more for either one, and either one will send either team to the one-on-one bonus. 50-34, a 16-point lead for the Bears of Bear Lake here in Dayton with 5:30 remaining in regulation. Beresford on the chest pass near side, free throw line extended. Neal calling for the ball back on the near side. Crane gives him a screen. He'll go off the right side of the screen, opposite of where it was intended to go. Crane holds up, gives it up for Carlson. Dribble in between the legs, out into the far corner. Beresford holds his pose, no good. Crane gets fouled before the shot. Got the offensive rebound with one hand, the other hand kind of getting pinned into his body and held back by Brown. That's Brown's second foul. And foul before the shot. 1-1, Bryson Crane. Shot is up and off to the left, no good. Hanging on the rim just a little bit longer than normal. Almost tipped off Wade. Here's Brown on the cross-court pass near, and it's tipped up and taken away by Neal. Now the defense of Bear Lake kind of showing their teeth. Shaw up for Carlson. He'll take the straightaway, and that is good for 3. Carlson has just hit big three-pointers in each quarter. Brown on the baseline, Jay, and it rims up and around and falls through. 53-36. Saving it on the near side, out of bounds. That was a long pass and a lazy pass from Brown. Stolen away by Beresford, just took the opportunity to steal it out and away. 19-point lead. Campbell's going to check in. So will Ralphs and Sage at the next dead ball. Now under 4 minutes. Couple lazy passes have been capitalized on. Here's the 3-ball by Brown. No real chance. It was just a little bit too short on the shot. Wade's going to come out. Bowles will come out. And so will Brown. Robinson, Sage, Rouse, Campbell, and Graves out on the floor for the Pirates. For the Bears, Shaw, Beresford, Crane, Neal, and Carlson. Every Bear Lake Bear on the far side of the court right now outside the key, and that one tipped. Trying to go on the back and forth. Here's Rouse stealing that one out and away. Comes up with it, and the layup is good on the one-on-one versus Crane. That's a great, strong move on the steal and the layup attempt. And it's easily matched on the opposite end on the inlet pass on the opposite side from Bear Lake. 3:14 left, 19-point lead again. Sage, far side, free throw line extended. Campbell almost lost it. Comes off of the screen, poked out from behind. Graves couldn't hold on to it as it went right into his chest. Carlson, with Sage riding his hip, stops at the mid-post and kicks it back out beyond the perimeter. So, I mean, there's 3 minutes left, And no foul on the shot. Driving in was Carlson. I think Graves is going to be the one found guilty. Bears scoring about 55 points per game. They're above that right now at 57 and giving up 43 points per game. So they're just above average in each category right now as we sit 3 minutes out. Westside scoring 46 but giving up, or rather Westside scoring 47 but giving up only 46. And they're a little bit off of that right now. Need about 9 points to get there. Campbell, cross-court pass, stolen away like a free safety as Neal lost the basketball. Shaw gets back onto his feet. Incredible athleticism. Kick out to the far side wing. Beresford up against the bigs. Tosses it up and under for Walentine, who lays it up and in inside the key. Stolen again on the pass upside, and Carlson goes with the easy layup. And the Bears incredibly excited for how they're playing right now. They are up 61-38. Just kind of running away with it here in the second half. And this is why they're ranked third overall in 2A. This is a very senior-heavy team that knows how to play, has worn down their opponent tonight, and have just kind of come out on top. Westside really came out swinging, went toe-to-toe really for the majority of the first half, but have just kind of fallen behind the 8 ball a little bit here in the second. Starting the third quarter, Bear Lake went out to an 8-3 run and then outscores the Pirates. Let's see here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 to 9 in the third quarter. That might be bad math. These are very unofficial stats. And right now, outscoring the Pirates 8-4 in this fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho. So out of the timeout, Westside's going to take it on their own baseline, give up the pass. Nielsen for Sage. We're under just about 2 minutes now in regulation. Sage will dribble off of his foot, and it'll go out of bounds. Sage a little bit frustrated as he takes a seat on the bench. That is a great competitor and great athlete who's just hasn't been able to find his mojo yet in the season. And once he does, I think we're going to be seeing a very good athlete out here. Shaw is blocked on the aggressive Euro step. Down the line comes the Westside Pirates on the kick out. Parker Moser is into the ball game. He'll get fouled from behind. 1:44 remaining. And Parker Moser will go to the line for the 1-1 bonus. And the junior with a chance now to get on the stat sheet. Makes the first. Here comes the second, and that is good. 61-40. 2 shots made by Parker Moser on the free throw attempt. Neal at the very top of the arc, out for Beresford. Stops, kicks it out for 3 for Carlson, and he hits on the short corner. Here's Parker Moser. Bounce pass over the top for Graves, and it looks like Westside is just playing here to try to dribble out the clock. Throws it way up in the air. Lazy pass. Tipped out and away, and I think the Pirates are ready for the night to be over. Push on the drive by Shaw outside the key. Stops the clock with 1:08. And that will be the 9th team foul on the Pirates. Still 1-1 for Brady Shaw. Here comes Shaw. Misses off the back iron. Graves tips it back to himself and takes it on the baseline on the far side. Here's Moser crossing over, laying it up. way out beyond the perimeter, beyond the key, and it kind of got wedged in between the backboard and rim. So 51 seconds left. Nielsen tips it out and away from Beresford, holds on to it. Beresford drives inwards. Moser and Beresford have been jawing at each other a little bit tonight. And Bear Lake fans not happy with it. And it looks like everybody's a little bit heated right now. Parker Moser was actually jawing with Beresford when he was at the free throw line. Beresford misses. His first one on the double bonus. And this is a rivalry game where everybody's heated at the very end. It's the point where everybody wishes that 46.5 seconds is over. No good's going to come out of this next 45 seconds in case things get kind of chippy here. Graves on the defensive rebound, outlets it here for Ralphs, and Parker Moser will come on over, cross over to the left side, bounce pass inwards on the mid post, outside for Nielsen. He'll take the three off to the right side, no good. Tipped once, Ralphs tries to put it back, and he'll get fouled. Couple attempts at the line coming up, or rather 1-and-1 for Dylan Ralphs. Ralphs on the night with 7 points. If he goes perfect, can get up to 9, and he makes the first. 5 points in the quarter. He actually leads, or rather ties all scorers in the fourth with Keaton Carlson with 5. Carlson's got 6. Now he has 6, so now he ties things up. 42-64. Lloyd here on the near side, 20 seconds left. And now a foul coming up, 19.5 seconds left. I think it's going to be in vain, just kind of prolonging the inevitable at this point. Lloyd hits the first free throw on the double bonus. And that's actually Lloyd's first points of the night. Second one from the lefty, also good. Parker Moser right across the line, driving up against Lloyd at the top of the key, 12 seconds left. Nielsen underneath and got fouled. Moser. And a lot of fouls here in the last 30 seconds when this game is pretty much wrapped up. We'll go right into our post-game show. Give you our player of the game, our stats of the game as well. Right after a quick short messages. Missing off the front of the rim is Nielsen. And Neal will dribble out the clock. That is the end here. Bear Lake gets the victory, 66-42 over Westside here in Dayton. First conference loss for the Pirates as they really fought tooth and nail in the first half. Bear Lake kind of extended and went out and kind of was dominant in the second half, and that is all she wrote. A big victory here for the Bear Lake Bears here in Westside. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back to you with our post-game show brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston, on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Basketball on 105.5 KACH.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show. Coming right up.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
We welcome you in here to our Ralph's Construction postgame show. The postgame show today brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. You can call them at 435-232-1837 if you're trying to find your special special area where you want to build. You can find them again at 435-232-1837, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. So as we talk a little bit more about what we've seen tonight, let's talk a little bit about the runs in this game, meaning that at the end of the first quarter, it was a pretty back and forth battle. West Side withstood the early blows and then answered with big shots of their own. Really, Eli Brown coming off with 2 big three-pointers in the first quarter. We were tied up at 15 apiece. Then going into the second, you started to see a little bit more of Bear Lake running their offense, being a little bit more patient and good passing. I believe that passing tonight was probably one of the biggest differences in the ball game, and it really allowed Bear Lake to get those inside out looks, set their feet, and to get things going, and then also get the steals in transition. Those were really big, especially in the second and third quarter. West Side kind of fell behind after falling down on an 8-3 run to start the second half, and Bear Lake never really looked back. After some big shots by Brady Shaw, who came alive in the second half. It was Tyler Beresford in the first, Brady Shaw in the second, and Keaton Carlson just hitting big three-pointers on the inside out multiple occasions. So that's kind of how it went in this game tonight. West Side tried to claw back, and it felt like any momentum that Westside was able to conjure up at, whether it be a big three-pointer by Bean Robinson or some big and one opportunities by Dylan Ralphs. Immediately on the opposite end of the floor, Bear Lake kind of answered and made the tough shot of their own to just steal that momentum right back into squash any type of hope. At the end of the third quarter, Bear Lake was up 47-32 and then just kind of continued on with that. Scored 9 points in the fourth. Westside was able to score 10, so they actually outscored the Bears in that fourth quarter, but it didn't really matter as that just kind of stayed ballooning out between that 15 and to 17, 18-point lead for Bear Lake tonight. So that was what we saw out here. Our final score, Bear Lake topples Westside 66-42 after some big three-point shooting and kind of figuring stuff out. And it was really fun to be able to watch both of these teams kind of compete. Westside's going to try and bounce back on Friday against Aberdeen when they host the Tigers here. Tomorrow you can catch me on another home game as the Lady Pirates will host the Soda Springs Cardinals. That is a big district game out there. Big district game for the Pirates and for the Cardinals getting towards the latter half of the season. We'll take one more quick break, come back to you for our final stats and our player of the game right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Welcome back to the Ralph's Construction post-game show. Call Ralph's Construction to find your custom home built in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston at 435-232-1837. It's now time for our Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency post-game stats. As I pull this up right now, our official stats. Well, official, unofficial, official stats given by Coach Lyle Henderson, who did a fantastic job out there. And Coach Henderson, just a salt of the earth type of guy. Absolutely love him. And a big fan of mylocalradio.com as well. So Coach Henderson giving us the stats tonight. Parker Moser ends the night with 2 points off of 2 free throws at the line late in the fourth quarter. Eli Brown hits 2 big threes in the first quarter, then 1 in the second quarter, and one 2-point field goal in the fourth. He ends the night with 11 points with 3 made field goals. Colby Bowles ends the night with 4 points, 2 made field goals in the first and second quarter. Garrett Robinson with 6 points, and 6 points with 2 big three-pointers in the third quarter. Back-to-back trying to jumpstart the Pirates in this one. Cash Wade, scoreless tonight. No points for Wade, but a couple rebounds. Nielsen with 2 points. Ivan Campbell with 5 points, all in the first half. Dylan Ralphs ends the night with 12 points, 4 made field goals, and 4 of 8 at the free throw line. In total, Westside shot 44% from the free throw line, had 10 made field goals, and 5 3-point shots. Scored 15 points in total, and that was the biggest point total lead that they had on the night. Then proceeded to score 8 in the second, 9 in the third, and then 10 in the fourth. And so that is our stats portion for Westside. As for the Bear Lake Bears, Tyler Beresford with 12 points, Brady Shaw with 10, Tayson Neal with 7, Rhett Lloyd with 2, Bryson Crane ends the night with 7, Keaton Carlson, let's see here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points, and Ridge Wallentyne with 4. So that wraps everything up here. Westside is bested by the Bears here in Dayton. First meeting between these two teams on the year. We'll have one more out in Montpelier later on in the season. And who knows what will happen during the district tournament. But until then, thank you for joining us here on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH. On behalf of all of us at My Local Radio, including our executive producer, Val Cook, the voice of the Preston Indians, Dan Hubbard, our audiovisual technician back in the studio, John Beverly, and my wonderful, beautiful wife manning the camera tonight, Melissa Olsen. I am Cody Olsen, saying thank you so much. We'll catch you next time, and as always, go Pirates. The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!